brain.
I'm gonna go get mine.
Insane in the brain.
Hello.
Testing, 1, 2.
Oh,
beer.
Oh,
Party foul.
All right, what's up, guys? It's beers, bikes, and bros, right?
Spikes, beers, and bros.
Beers, bikes, and bros.
Bikes, beers, and bros.
Bikes.
Roll with it. Just roll with
Okay.
it. Just whatever. It's a joke at this point.
right.
Just say it however you want to. Doesn't matter. We'll change the name halfway through. I don't care.
All right, guys. Andrew from Evan Motors. It's week 3. Bikes, beers, and bros. Here with Jacob.
Cheers.
We're here drinking. We're going to talk about some more industry-related stuff this week. We're going to be talking about some video games, two-wheeled machines and games. Lots of them. I'm sure we've all played them at some point.
Yeah.
Almost every single one on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
So, kind of like movies. Jacob ain't played the game.
Okay, for those not in the know, Andrew, we said it last week, not a big movie guy. I am a big movie guy. He wasn't a fan of last week's podcast because of all the movie talk without motorcycles.
Yeah.
So this week is a more Andrew centralized, focused, centric.
I'm just trying to keep it on the motorcycle.
Centric
I'm not
video.
even an avid gamer anymore.
We're
but
a motorcycle dealer.
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
but I feel like everybody as a kid played the Nickelback soundtrack off-road dirt bike game. That was not Jacob.
I was there for the Nickelback part, not just
Right.
video games.
Right, but I guess kind of speaking of childhood and everything, how did you get into the industry originally? Did you ride dirt bikes as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My first bike, my dad got me. Oh my goodness, I was 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
I got a CRF. I think it was like a 50 or something. It was a small bike.
Okay.
I love that thing, man. I got busted up so much.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then you do own a bike? No, you sold your monkey.
I sold the monkey. I had a monkey. I loved the monkey. It is a great bike. Somebody please take my advice and go get one.
We have 2 of them. So come to 8601 Monroe Road. It's actually right there behind us. So we could make that happen for you.
If you're not a fan of the monkey, get the Grom. Just get a mini moto.
Right. Get a mini motorcycle.
Cheers again. One more time.
Cheers
for the
again
boys.
to that. Yeah, but the first bike I ever rode was a CRF 70 when I was 20 years old. And now I have a big bike. And as for my childhood, my dad raced motocross in the 70s and he never quit riding. So it was always in the house and on TV, and there was always a bike in the garage. So, it makes sense that I ended up where I did.
The first bike that was introduced to my family, it's my favorite story. My dad had gotten I think it was a Gixxer or a CBR gifted to him by my uncle, that my uncle acquired through cartel money.
Oh.
Yeah, big problem in the household.
We'll just throw that in the podcast.
That's a backstory.
Yeah, it's in the past.
We're not in the cartel.
No one knows your uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, that's cool. No face, no case.
No face, no case.
True that.
What about you? You got a fun story on it? I want to hear something.
On what?
Give me your backstory. Give me something. Give me a nice little funny tidbit. Andrew travels a lot.
Yeah, I do travel a lot. I've actually seen a lot of international motorcycle dealers. I've been to the Ducati dealer in Paris, the MV Agusta dealer in Paris, the MV Agusta dealer in Italy, Ducati dealer in Italy. I am trying to think. If I went to a custom motorcycle shop when I was in Florida, visiting our Miami location of Evan Motors.
You've been down to Puerto Rico store too?
Yeah.
Which one did you like more?
I mean, I don't know. I've been to Miami, and Miami's just Miami. It's always going to be Miami. But the Puerto Rico experience of going down there and, doing the thing, and I'd never been there, and I've been a lot of places, so it was cool to go somewhere new. That was, an early part of the onboarding with the company. So, shout out Evan Motors for that. Seriously.
Yeah, no, that's killer.
Yeah. Huh?
So I still haven't gone.
I haven't gone to Puerto Rico either. I want to go to Puerto Rico so bad.
Yeah, I think I'm sure we'll all go. I was just here from the day one, so glad to get me down. Yeah. But if any of you listening do go to Puerto Rico, our dealership down there is like 40,000 square feet, 2 stories. We sell, oh my gosh, 10 brands down there or something.
I have no idea.
We carry almost everything in PR. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse, that's for sure. I was pretty overwhelmed when I walked through the front. It has an elevator, so pretty swag.
It has an elevator? I missed that.
Yeah,
it has an elevator?
It has an elevator. Every day I take the elevator upstairs to go train.
How many stories is it?
Two.
Two? That's still, I mean, if it's elevator worthy, that's awesome.
Right, but the fact they have
There's
that...
bikes up there at the elevator, I'm assuming. Right?
No, it's just people.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Is that where they like desk the deals and stuff?
No, I don't know. It's all downstairs. Upstairs is like just admin
Just
and
to have
stuff.
it.
They also have like a 10,000 square foot parts room upstairs, so it's kind of ridiculous.
Parts room.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
They got parts for everything. All right.
Towards you.
So anyway, I guess we'll get back on topic.
we're good at staying on
we're
topic.
great at staying on topic. So I guess
Don't bring up Scooby-Doo. They're not going to hear the end.
no Scooby-Doo, damn it. I guess for a lot of us, my producer man here put this on the script, and I'm very inclined to agree. I think Midnight Club was definitely one of the first mainstream racing games to have motorcycles. Some of the earlier ones had, uncopyrighted Ducatis and uncopyrighted GSXRs, but it was such a big game when it first came out that it sold millions of copies. So, I think a lot of people definitely remember that. And then popularity took off, and the PS2 had lots of good games. I'm sure, Jacob, you're very familiar with most of them.
Yeah.
And you had MX Unleashed, MX vs. ATV Unleashed.
I've heard of those. I played MX versus ATV.
MX vs. ATV Untamed.
In Midnight Club too.
Yeah.
Look at the character design on these guys.
Yeah, this was some great... That
just looks like
on
me.
the loading screen. Yeah.
It looks like me without a beard.
It does. That is what you would... Jacob's damaging our units mid-podcast. But, yeah, definitely I played that game, and I think a lot of people can relate. The PS2 had just a ridiculous amount of good power sports games, whether it was...
It really did. I do remember that.
It had such a good variety. So you don't have a personal favorite?
So from what I played,
Yeah.
I would say MX versus ATV is up there, only because I felt really cool when I found the little hidden location to switch vehicles on the desert map.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would tell all of my friends about it. Huh?
The monster truck.
Yeah, feeling off.
No, monster truck?
Yeah.
What?
You must have played an early one.
No, that wasn't an early one. That was Unleashed.
No, I remember it was a dirt bike map, but if you went up through like a corner or something, you could switch out to a four-wheeler. I didn't know there was a monster truck.
And a helicopter.
And planes and sand rails and buggies and pit bikes and all kinds. So you never got the
missed all of
experience.
it.
You missed
All of that.
Missing out on a lot. Well, I missed out on all the movies, so I guess I'd rather miss out on those personally. But yeah, I mean, those games had everything. They had free roam and they had motocross.
They did. That was sick.
All the scripting in the game was Jeremy McGrath and Travis Pastrana. They even had all their own games. I had Jeremy McGrath's 2004, Ricky Carmichael's 2002. Like they all had. There were just so many good games back then that were just. We don't get really anything like that anymore. Yeah, thank you.
I'm seeing footage
Producer
of
man's
the
pulling up some
monster truck.
trucks.
That is very cool.
Missed out.
I'm upset.
Missed out on that.
I'm angry. Maybe I would be playing more of these games if I had found the monster truck when I was a youngin'.
I mean, there were plenty. I mean, I had 3 Monster Jam games on PS2.
I think I did have a
Yeah,
Monster
the
Jam
Monster
game.
Jam games on
I went and
PS2.
saw Monster Jam.
Yeah, I mean, I think PS2 is just such a superior console for us. There's the choppers.
Yeah, no, I think the game I had was on a better quality. I think I had a PS3 one.
Those also still had all the vehicles.
They probably had more.
Probably had more vehicles. That's what I'm thinking
I had
as well.
dirt bikes and four wheelers from what I knew.
Did you ever play the career mode or anything?
No. Was it only career mode?
No, it was free roam too.
Right.
You had to unlock.
Right, you just had to unlock stuff. I'm wondering if we never progressed.
Yeah, I didn't know that game.
Slow progression, perhaps.
I didn't know it had a campaign mode. We just hopped on to ride around. Is that a
but-
dune buggy?
Yeah, sandrail.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
It looks kind of goofy, but it looks like a blast.
And trophy truck. Sorry, I'm still on the same.
No, you're
A
good.
truck as well.
Trophy truck, yeah.
Trophy truck? What's a trophy truck?
A Baja truck. arena truck.
Yeah. Bless you.
That's
This is
gonna
technically still power sports.
that's gonna pick up.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that side of the world.
Missing
you know?
out. Missing out.
Yeah, it's technically power sports, so we can go on with this if you want.
You ever drove the motorcycle in Fortnite?
You know the Ford Raptor, right?
I do,
Ford
yeah.
F-150 Raptor. Imagine that
With long travel suspension.
Purpose built for jumps.
It's a Baja truck.
So
That looks awesome, actually.
Yeah, trophy trucks are sick.
That looks so cool.
Yeah. Introducing Jacob to a lot here today.
Yeah, thanks, podcast.
I will find you a
Bikes,
race
beers, and bros.
we will go.
Yeah.
A race?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
They have
Frick
them
yeah.
at the dirt track, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
They
hell
run
yeah.
the TT courses a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to step up. You gotta step up. So we're just going to keep on educating you. So
Straight
you
script read.
probably never played Trials HD.
No idea what that is.
Okay. So I know
Oh, apparently that's
Dylan played Trials HD.
It seems like it.
So he brought me the script and asked me, and I said, "Abso-freaking-lutely." Are you familiar with the Trials writing?
So, like the actual thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So feet on the pegs, crazy obstacles, no seat, standing up.
Right.
Yeah, it was basically that in a game, and it was a 360 game that cost like $10, and it had like 5. Yeah, it's Trials Evolution. Isn't that the newest one?
No, that was PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay. Because I know Trials HD was the one that I remember so well from.
Knockdown beer one.
That was the one we were getting shot out of cannon.
Yeah, but yeah, it was kind of like Wipeout with motorcycles, basically with the game. So I mean, it was incredibly fun, and millions and millions of people on the leaderboards, and it was definitely a highlightable game that I'm guessing you didn't play.
No, you know what I did play though?
What did you play?
I did play some hill climb racing.
Yeah,
You could get a dirt bike in that.
you could.
So,
You could.
I'm basically a professional in this subject. Yeah.
It's the same style of game, to be fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I can jump stuff?
In a sense. Live call coming in. Live
Womp
call coming in. Tragic. But yeah, no, I think Trials was definitely one of the better. It just mixed things up. It wasn't open world. It wasn't camera angle from behind the rider. It was a side angle, kind of 2D, 3D blended type of arcade game, and it was a blast. That's for sure.
That's killer. Yeah, no, I've played a couple racing games, but I've never like delved deep into it. Forza. I played some Forza.
Of course.
I wouldn't count this as a racing game, but Grand Theft Auto. Somebody's calling me too. Oh my goodness.
I also just got a call.
Should we answer these? Time out, guys. Hello?
Please hold.
Hello? 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 I'm actually going to go and take a wild
Hey.
guess.
You coming over?
No, we're doing the podcast.
Doing a podcast tonight?
Yeah, I'll be over first thing in the morning.
Hope you coming. I'll make you breakfast.
As long as I'm up and awake, and I should be, I'll be over in the morning. So if you make me a burrito, that'd be fucking sick.
Is that your dad?
You one of those up sandwiches.
Yes, that'd be phenomenal.
Ask him if he played any motorcycle
maybe
games.
I'll even make one to send in for
did.
the mechanics.
Hey, out of curiosity, do you remember that Isle of Man game I had for PlayStation?
Yeah,
Did you ever play that?
I tried it once.
Yeah, it was hard as shit. Yeah, I know. I was wondering if you'd remember that part. Yeah, that game was so hard.
That game was really hard.
Yeah, that game was like impossible. Do you remember what we're going to talk about in here at some point? Do you remember the motorcycle version of Gran Turismo that I got called Tourist Trophy? It had all,
I remember that.
Yeah, it had all the same maps as Gran Turismo and the same interface and everything, but it was just no cars, all bikes.
I never had any luck whatsoever with any video game that involved a motorcycle.
I'm so bad at him.
Are you bad at them?
I'm so terrible at
Yeah.
him. I feel his pain.
Yeah. No, it was fun though.
This never did work for me.
We got a special guest on the podcast, Dylan.
All right.
So is the the meet and
It's his
greet
dad
at the
talking
Mood
about
Brew still on
video
for
games and
tomorrow night?
motorcycles.
Yeah, it's supposed to do a little bit of raining, but we're hoping
It's
that
supposed to rain now. It's just supposed to be cloudy.
Oh, is it?
That's what it looked like the last time I looked at it.
All right. Well, we're banking that it doesn't rain, so.
Yeah. So what's the podcast about tonight?
We're talking about motorcycle and racing video games, and then I'll talk about Supercross or something.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, please do.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in the
Supportive
morning.
dad. We
All
love
right.
that.
Sounds like a plan. Love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Too. Bye.
You heard it here first, folks. Special guest on the podcast, number one, Andrew's father.
Yeah. He's coming to the bike night.
Oh yeah.
Coming to bike night tomorrow.
got a
Totally
bike
off
night?
topic, but if you somehow are tuning into this, you live in the Charlotte area.
Yeah, we bring
Yeah.
it up because this isn't coming out until next
Yeah,
week.
talk about the bike night, but it's a
No, it's okay. Well, I can bring up that we're having it again. That it's not going to be the only one. All right. I'll reshoot that. All right. So, because you can crop straight from that. So my dad was talking about bike night on the phone.
Killer.
That's our bike night. No. No.
I was going for a high five. You didn't let me high
I
five.
was waiting for you to make the actual move of the high five.
Redo it. Boom. That's a low five.
All right.
Get your facts straight.
All right. But yeah.
Bike night.
Bike night. Evan Motors, Matthews. So if you are tuned in, this is going to be airing too late. But what is it? The second Thursday of every month? Is that correct? Yeah. Moon Brew Matthews. They got killer smash burgers. Mac and cheese, got 4 cheeses in it.
And two beautiful boys.
Yeah, they have
Andrew and
really
Jacob.
good wings. They got a bunch of beer on draft. We're gonna have a live band. So who else got a live band
The
on
House
a
Cats?
Thursday?
That's
Yeah.
a killer name.
Yeah, so it's off topic, but
Well, technically on topic.
it's on topic, but
We're
not
still
what
talking
we were
about
talking about. We had a
motorcycles,
little interruption,
Yeah.
but it's all right. It's all right. So you're a Nintendo guy, right?
I'm not a Nintendo guy, but I have played Mario Kart on the Nintendo.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone knows what Mario Kart is.
Everybody, it's a
Everybody
classic game.
knows. The new one's going to have free roam. Our sales manager's been talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. He saw some gameplay earlier and about jumped out of the seat.
Yeah.
Game is going to cost $90 for a Nintendo game?
Guys, make sure
you just
purchasing.
boycott Nintendo.
Not even that. If you're buying a bike, come buy one from us before these tariffs hit, so you can get a good deal.
Why are you bringing that up in the middle of this?
Just sell a bike, man. That's our job. Jesus Christ, this guy doesn't respect the hustle. Let me ask you a question. You played Mario Kart.
Yes.
What was your go-to setup on your vehicle?
No idea.
No? Did you go for a cart? Did you go for a car? Did you go for a bike?
I've played it like twice.
Fake fan.
There's I didn't claim to be a fan. I actually encouraged that I knew you would probably played it more than I. I was not a Nintendo kid.
I can answer this one, actually. So I would use the basic cart with the little tiny sport wheels.
Why?
Because the basic cart's the best all-arounder. The stats are equal.
Oh, you're talking about the character and the wheel setup is what you're talking about. Well, obviously, I would pick the cafe racer.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I always like popping the wheelies over the jumps.
I would either
Like I
pick,
said, I played it twice, but I figured out how to do that, and I did it all the time.
I would pick the sport bike or the cafe racer. I actually played it a week ago.
Nerd.
Because I'm pretty sure it helps with the drifting. Instead of
No, it does. Yeah, when you
yeah.
when you shake the controller or whatever, it does that thing.
Yeah,
I think that thing makes it faster. Okay.
Yeah, Mario Kart. I was a huge fan of Mario Kart. I have hope for the new one coming out, but at the same time, if that thing is $90, I swear to you, I'm just gonna go steal it from GameStop.
Are we promoting
They're going out
theft?
of business anyway.
Are we promoting
Are
theft?
they?
What?
They're closing 160 locations.
Damn. GameStop gone, Party City gone.
Blockbuster gone, Toys R Us gone. Nobody wants to have fun
Joann's
anymore.
Fabric. I saw that.
Joann's Fabric. Is that a big store for you guys?
I've wrapped multiple headliners
The crap.
in their fabric. If you ever need to do the headliner in your car, go to Joann's.
I thought that's just where you went to buy mom jeans.
No, it was a full
No,
on
it was a
Hobby Lobby.
no, it was- Yeah.
This is news to me,
They
and
don't
now I'm
sell,
upset
they
that I
don't
never
sell
missed it.
jeans at Joann's.
It looked like a women's clothing store.
Now you can't go.
You can't go no more.
Yeah. Best Buy, they're shutting a lot of
They
those
sell
down.
some really nice like art stuff, like easels and stuff at Joanne.
Yeah, I'm a avid painter, so that does kind of hurt my feelings. Yeah, hell yeah, I do. I have a lot of Dollar Tree paints just because paint is not cheap. But yeah, I love painting.
Airbrush, just for that.
I've been looking for an airbrush that's not $80, dude.
Harbor Freight.
Yeah, Harbor Freight's got
They
everything.
got full setup with the pump and everything. Sorry.
Back to video games.
What were we talking about there?
We were talking about painting.
Airbrushing.
Of course.
You can paint
Right.
bikes too.
You can paint a motorcycle.
I have painted a helmet.
You can paint helmets, motorcycles, wheels on your motorcycle.
Clothing.
Not the brakes. Don't paint the brakes.
Don't paint the brakes, guys.
My Broncos calipers painted.
Yeah, you can paint your calipers.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my car has yellow calipers.
I don't know what color calipers.
Not that
I
car.
have.
The other car has yellow calipers. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my producer here some preemptive heads up to pull me up a screenshot. A game that he remembers while writing the script was called Road Rash.
Road Rash.
So it was a game from EA
Love EA. Well, don't like the micro.
made fun of hog crankers. The biker
That
game.
Club was made by EA too.
Oh, lovely.
I thought it was Rockstar.
Was it? I thought it was EA.
Yeah, no.
I am wrong on that. I wrote the script in 10
Our fun fact is a false fact.
False fun fact.
False fun fact.
All right,
Friday.
guys. Today's false fun fact is.
Should we ask a trivia question on the show every week?
Oh, please! I love trivia.
All right. So that was just a random question, but we can do a trivia question.
want
And we
trivia.
can follow up the following week with the trivia question. So,
Gun.
continuing on with Road Rash here. No, we're watching some gameplay, courtesy
Yeah.
of Dylan,
Had to get the gameplay.
and it looks pretty sweet. It's like an It's an 8-bit retro, ripping through the city, kicking people off their motorcycles. I mean, what more could you want out of an early video game? I mean,
It genuinely.
it didn't do a lot, but what it did do looks pretty fun. Like,
Yeah.
I would play this.
It gives like a. Like if Grand Theft Auto was just a racing game.
Right, if GTA just had racing.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's a gun.
Yeah. A blicky. As the youngins call it these days.
Yes, the
Might
youngins.
not have
Yes,
been.
that's
I might
right.
be wrong on that, but-
Skibbity toilet blicky.
Skibbity toilet.
Andrew's not a fan.
No, I'm not.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, continue what you're saying. He doesn't remember what he's saying, so we'll give Andrew a second to process.
That's that blinker.
His brain's blinking.
Brain is
popping up.
It's just, my brain sounds like a fax machine right now.
We're never doing video again.
What? No more video. I agree. I don't want a video. If we get big, we
Get it
can.
done on time.
No, you're good.
If this
pops off, we have
pops
to do
off, we
video.
need to go back to video. But until it pops off, I agree. For your own sanity, we'll keep it audio.
I would love to keep Dylan sane.
Because it's not hard when you listen and go, oh, dumb shit ends, delete. I know that's how it is. So it's not.
Where you like flip flop stuff.
Right, or
on
you-
the same topic for a little bit. Flip flop a topic, come back to the topic. So I just move the topic to
Clip it. Yeah.
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 But with video, you can't.
I know, and it's choppy and it looks weird and it's All right. So I guess we'll move on from Road Rash.
Yeah,
flip
do you
in.
think?
All right,
Do you think?
So, Excite Bike. Can you pull up Excite Bike for me before I? Well, I need to see what it looks like, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You've played Excite Bike. Both of y'all have played Excite Bike.
I promise you I have not.
I promise you have.
We're going to find out.
You ever been
Minecraft
in,
Creeper in Roku City.
Chicken jockey. Flitting steel.
Have you seen the movie?
Have you ever been to the
Actually,
Jacob, have you ever been to the arcade?
yeah, I've been to the arcade.
Then you've played Excite Bike.
I promise you I haven't. I don't do racing games unless it's the like one where you sit on the motorcycle.
Customer.
I think that might be our boss. I know the game. I've never played it. Never played it.
Oh no, I have played this, so I can talk about that.
Yeah, it's one of the. I think
Okay.
I played versions of it. I've just never played the true Excite Bike.
Okay.
now.
You looked so upset that I had not played this game.
It was the first motorcycle game ever.
Yeah, I can talk about this.
Yeah, just chime in.
Yeah, but hi. That was me chiming in.
All right, so another game, probably the very first game on NES, Excite Bike. Excite Bike, it was just a little bare bones kind of 2D, 3D, run around a motocross course on a dirt bike. Obviously, basic physics, none of the fancy stuff the new games have, but it was the OG. It was the OG, so
Yeah.
definitely a game if you're ever at a barcade or retro arcade or anything of the sort. They probably have it. So if you go out like me, unlike Jacob, you might stumble across one. There seems to be someone.
Yeah, there's what's. I'm gonna check this out.
They
first.
lurking, bro.
Yeah, they pulled into the parking lot, parked, and then turned around and pulled out.
It seems weird. They go to the back.
The title of the episode: We get robbed while filming a podcast.
Live robbing mid podcast.
Yeah, no, Excite Bike. I've seen it. I've played versions of it. I've just never played the true Excite Bike. But it's not like a typical game that you're playing nowadays. It's one of those that do grab your attention for like a good hour and a half. You can just keep rolling with it, trying to beat that high score.
Right. Games with high score you can always play for a long time.
Yeah, no. I will try to beat my high score for at least 4 hours.
They made a Nintendo 64 version for it.
Never even seen that fella.
Wow. World Rally.
World
Rally. Well, one of my personal favorites, obviously, I'm sure you guys have established I like cars quite a bit. So, I grew up on all the good PS2 car games, which I've actually resisted from talking too much about. But I can do some overlap here. So, those of you who ever played Gran Turismo 4, there was actually a motorcycle clone of the game. It didn't sell very well, and a lot of people didn't play it or know about it, and it wasn't ever advertised in America at all. It was only ever advertised overseas. It's just simply placed on shelves stateside. But it's called Tourist Trophy, and it was a Polyphony Digital publication. Had all the same tracks as Gran Turismo, all the same heads-up display, same license tests, and Gran Turismo, which is known for its absurd car lists of like 1,500 cars. Tourist Trophy, I think, had 150 bikes back in 2004, 2005. So it was released as an unfinished project, but they released it anyway, and I'm glad they did because I played the hell out of it. My dad and I both played a lot of Gran Turismo, and I remember scouring YouTube back in 2007, 2008, and I found out what it was, and I just had to have it. So it's one of those games where if you played it, and I hope someone listening has played it, and if you haven't, you might have to go pay $100 for a copy on eBay because it didn't sell very well, and there's not that many, but it's worth it. It's worth it. The Ride series today, which I think, Dylan, they're up to their 5th iteration.
Yeah.
Phenomenal games.
They might not be making a 6th, actually, because it's not selling well.
Well, I mean, it's a little niche. I got really good at Ride 3, but there's other games out there in the modern market that are going to appeal better. What's it called? I can't believe I can't remember now. The Crew. The Crew Motorfest has, I think, 6 KTMs, 8 Kawasaki's, a bunch of Yamahas, a bunch of Ducatis.
I am going to pull y'all back to Ride 5 right quick, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because y'all were talking about Cyberpunk looking freaking realistic last week.
Oh, yeah. You do need to check it. This is a game.
Is just the base game. No mods.
How old is this game?
Nothing. 3 years?
Okay, so it's recent.
2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Same time Cyberpunk came out.
It's dumb, bro.
It's having to load because I bumped it up to 4K. But
YouTube has 4K.
Oh God. It's shaking.
Yes, the fluid in the reservoir shakes. Yeah, the ride series is pretty nuts.
It is the most realistic.
Yeah,
motorcycle thing.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
What?
It's to the point that if you hit the brakes too hard, it'll flip you over the bars.
Yeah.
Is it made on like Unreal Engine?
I think it is Unreal. Yeah.
Probably a custom engine, to be honest with you.
Well, the physics really are something special. It takes some time to get good at, but once you figure it out, it is so much fun.
That looks like something my friends would send me while they're riding. That is insane.
Right. The bike variety is phenomenal. Physics are phenomenal. Obviously, the whole Isle of Man TT track, anything with the Isle of Man in it, I'm in for.
Like a 30-mile track.
33 miles, I believe, yeah. But yeah, so we're up to ride 5. It'd be great if more people had bought it and keep the series alive.
I
but
might have to cop.
it is no, you should buy it. Honestly.
That looks insane.
No, you'll get really angry playing it because it took me about 4 hours to figure it out because
And then you're not even good. It's another like 2 weeks.
But it's realistic in the sense that if you're on the same track going to the same corner on a full fairing bike, the front brake might be a better friend, but if you're on a supermoto, you're going to flip over forward, you got trail brake. And the physics allow you to do it, which it is a really good game. Obviously, a game like Tourist Trophy is 22 years old. So in 22 years, a lot's changed. A lot of improvement in video games for sure.
I'm playing you up on it, but
it's okay.
Insane graphics.
No, that's gnarly, dude.
No, it's
And the liquid shakes differently depending on the bike.
yeah.
Bro.
It's a naked bike, so it's got more force hitting it, bouncing around, so it'll a little bit more. They've got like a full-on physics engine going on, like a
Yeah, no, this
engine.
this genuinely just looks like a video of people riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, well, those listening at least, someone will have played Ride.
I hope.
If no one's played anything else on the list, they've played Ride.
And if you haven't, please go play it.
If you
'cause that
haven't,
looks
go
awesome.
I don't want it to die. It's a really good game.
I don't want it to die,
go
and I
play
haven't touched it.
Yeah, no, don't let good games like this die. MX versus ATV, the last one that came out, the physics were absolutely atrocious. Everybody complained. They released an update. It still sucked. They made all these posts about it. It still sucks. So it's just going to permanently suck. Like, I just don't think there's any fixing it. So the good games that are, like I say, I'm not a gamer anymore, but if there's a good game out, I might just buy it. And, Ride is definitely a game that is worth the purchase.
Yeah.
2 more games that I can really think of off the top that, I feel like a good bit of people played. Did you play Burnout Paradise at all?
No.
Okay, so did you ever play Burnout game?
No.
Okay, so it's basically
Bro, I'm not in the scene.
This is a demolition game.
yeah, so it's basically a demolition game, and you race around an open world map. You crash cars, and you crash the car to make money, and whatever. Well, Burnout Paradise came out for 360, and it was super hyped. I had pre-ordered it like 11 years old or however old I was when it came out. Great game. Tons of cars, like 130 fantasy cars that look somewhat like something real. And then they came out with a map DLC and a bike DLC. And that was a game changer. The bike physics were so damn good. And when you crashed your bike, it was totally nuts. Like, your rider disappeared because it was rated E.
Right.
So, your rider didn't,
Didn't kablamo.
Your rider didn't kablamo, but your bike did. And I mean, it was definitely a cool DLC. I think it was like
Pretty good crash physics.
oh yeah, no, it was definitely really good crash physics for early 360 days for sure, because it was some pretty close after a launch title on 360. So, all right, so besides Burnout Paradise, the Test Drive Unlimited series, both 1 and 2. 1 was released with 6 bikes, which was I think 4 Ducatis and 2 Kawasaki's. You could ride around Hawaii, customize your rider, customize your bike, all that good stuff. It was a 360 launch title pretty much, and it was the only game with bikes on 360 for a while. And then Test Drive Unlimited 2 also had bikes, had a Harley, which was a mix-up.
What kind of Harley?
Sportster.
In a racing game?
It was a Sportster, but you were in a Ibiza.
The
So-
Ride series has Harleys too.
Yeah, I guess Ride does have Harleys, but not that many do.
They've got the electric Harley that you were talking about the other day.
Oh, okay. But so they're not throwing like big baggers into these games.
I mean, the Sportster's in there too.
The Sportster's not really
Sportster's
a
not a
big
bagger.
bagger. It's
No.
it's like a sport.
It's a Sportster. It's
The FTR's in there too.
The FTR would make sense to be in there. I'm not going to give my thoughts on the FTR.
right.
I had one. They suck.
Oh
Yeah.
had one.
As long as the room's open. I didn't know if we were allowed to talk about it. Yeah, hate an FTR. I think it's a super fast ride. I think it's one of the most uncomfortable ones.
For a sport bike.
Yeah, super torquey. It's like if the MT line decided, hey, we'll give you that power, but you're not going to want to touch me.
Right.
But yeah, having a Harley in those games, that throws me off a little bit, not going to lie.
It was a mix-up. It was weird riding a Harley on a tropical island. Not really what you think of.
I bet.
But GTA, Dylan says 5. I'm personally not a GTA 5 fan. I'm a GTA 4 fan. I think GTA 4 had some of the sickest bike physics ever.
They have some really good motorcycle reviews.
Yeah.
On GTA 5, like, actually.
I hate GTA 5.
I've seen the videos.
I hate GTA 5.
I don't like it.
It's terrible.
I'm not a fan of GTA 5. I did like
terrible.
using the cheat codes on there for like the
4.
super jump and stuff.
GTA 4,
Which one was San Andreas?
not 4.
3?
No,
That was the one.
it wasn't 3 either.
I was a big. It might have been 2.
Well, San Andreas was a really good game.
Yeah, I love San
Yeah,
Andreas.
San
and I
Andreas
loved,
was a great game.
what's the one with the? It's not the Statue of Liberty, but it looks like it. Liberty City.
That's 4.
Liberty
yes,
City.
GTA. Yeah, GTA.
Yeah.
Incredible physics.
Yeah, love
Car
that
physics, bike physics, helicopter physics.
It was the first time I drove a helicopter in a video game.
Yeah. No, I think it probably was. Well, no, because I played MX versus ATV.
I did too. I just didn't get to that part.
Yeah. We didn't get there. We didn't get there.
Yeah, I like GTA. I'm not huge on 5. Like I said, I did it for the cheat codes because they were fun. I am excited about GTA 6. I'm
GTA 6 is really. I remember, and I'm sure we're all of similar age here. You remember the first time you booted up
Booted up one.
GTA 5?
Yeah, I loved it in the beginning.
Yeah, you remember playing it for the first time? That cutscene where you steal that Aston Martin from the driveway on the beach and you're ripping through LA. It was just.
GTA 5.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so mad at me. Never did the campaign. I never owned the game. I just played it when my friends would bring it on their like Xbox and stuff. I am so sorry. I am so.
Bro! Bro!
My parents wouldn't let me have it. I feel like you forget the fact, huh?
I was dedicated. Okay, I bought GTA with Microsoft points that I asked for from my parents to tell them I wanted things for other games.
But Andrew, how old are you?
The same.
Like 12.
No, how old are you currently?
12.
You're 12 years old right now.
Yeah.
That's not true. Andrew, you're like 26, 27?
27.
27. I'm 22. That's a
Baby bitch.
That's a difference in age. You were 12 trying to get this game. I was 6.
No, I was
It's
4.
been out 10
No, I bought GTA 4 like that. And they
GTA 5's only been out, I think, 10 years.
came out in 14? Yeah,
So 11.
11 years, I think.
I played 4 at my mom's friend's house.
Wow, he would have been 11.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How's that make y'all feel?
Baby bitch.
Your mom.
Baby bitch. Baby bitch.
Yeah,
We
no.
have to edit that part out.
You can say bitch.
Yeah.
We can't
You
say
sh-
fuck your mom on the podcast.
I didn't say that.
You did say fuck your mom.
No, you said fuck you. I said your mom.
Now.
Oh,
Cut it.
Well, you can clip that little part.
Now-
That's the one
now
little
we
part.
gotta go.
Or bleep it. You know what I'm saying?
You got
10 minutes.
Oh, geez. It's flying by.
It's flying by.
Yeah.
Flying by.
We can go a little long. A little late, but yeah.
Let me. Who did you main in Grand Theft Auto when you were playing?
Michael.
Michael. I was not Trevor. Franklin guy.
15 minutes.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize until years later that Franklin had a driving ability. So if I'd known that,
Yeah.
Probably would have driven as Franklin more if I'd known that. Sorry, we were asked. Producer man asked us if we want another beer.
And we always say yes.
We always say yes when we're yammering
on bikes, beers, and bros.
yammering
Come on now.
on
We remember the name.
beers, bros and
Bros and beers,
Bros and
bikes
beers and bikes and bros and beers and-
bros and beers and bikes. And
producers out of the room so
What
we can
not?
yammer. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So he put in the notes that GTA isn't a motorcycle game, but I would argue
He didn't put that in the notes.
It doesn't matter.
GTA isn't a motorcycle.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be fun.
Oh, hold on. Say it again.
All
Say
right.
it again. So yeah, GTA. It says in our notes that it's not a motorcycle game. Now you say your thing.
But don't say that if we're actually gonna click.
Okay, do it. GTA. Yeah, in our notes it says GTA 5 isn't a motorcycle game.
It doesn't actually say that in our notes, but I appreciate you starting off on this solid new topic.
He's lying.
Yeah,
it says GTA 5
is it in the notes?
isn't a motorcycle game, but it heavily features them, which I would like to argue.
last line.
I would like to argue that GTA 5 I would consider a motorcycle game because most of the time I'm whipping around in them things, and from what I've seen, which is crazy.
It's a crime game.
Yeah, but a lot of these motorcycle games we discussed also somewhat feature crime.
You can own a biker club in it now, to be fair.
Can you own a car dealership? Oh,
You can?
My next argument went
Really?
out the window.
Yeah, I haven't played GTA 5 in 5 or 6
I think
years.
you can run a casino.
Yeah.
Bro, they've had 15 years to add stuff to it.
Yeah, and
Same,
none
you know.
of it's free.
Yeah, I'm hyped to see what they bring to GTA 6 though. I think the driving ability on these
It's going to be really
motorcycles,
good. It's in Florida.
which is the perfect place to put it.
No question.
No doubt about it. The improvement in physics in the past 10 years, whether it be on people and or on bikes, is stellar.
Oh, it'll be ridiculous.
It'll be nutty. It'll be Unreal Engine 5 type things, you know what I'm saying? Cut back in. Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. I think it's going to look fantastic. I think the rides are going to drive super smooth. I'm really hyped for it. I just really hope it doesn't take them another 20 years to drop the game.
I think it'll come out this year.
2026.
I thought it was coming out this year.
No, they postponed it again.
Yep, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think.
So is Elder Scrolls 6. Totally off topic, but I'm so...
Well,
I haven't hopped
good
into that
games
world.
always get delayed. Good games always get delayed.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Takes time. You dropped Cyberpunk 2077 way too early. 2077 way too early.
Still gotta play that.
Yep. I do still have to play it, but yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty much about all the time we have for today. Andrew, is there anything you needed to say?
Not really. I mean, I would just say that if you have a dusty old PS2, I would recommend hopping on Google and looking up some of the nostalgic games that, I'm sure lots of us played. I mean, there's so many that we didn't talk about. I
Yeah,
mean,
a ton.
Suzuki had a branded game. Ducati had a branded game.
Probably cost as much as that.
Yeah, the Suzuki Element TT game. I loved that. It was so hard, but it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, there Xbox 360 had early MotoGP games too, and they were really good. I remember those. But yeah, I mean, there's a gazillion good bike games out there,
There's a world out there.
I would say that. I'd say that most people who ride are pretty obsessed with riding. So if it's 37 and raining and you don't feel like mustering up the heated vest and going out and getting soaked, you can always sit at home and rip the TT.
Play Ride 5.
Yeah, you can sit around and play Ride 5. You can, live out your dreams being an Isle of Man TT rider, and you can't die on the game. So that's one of the big perks of Isle of Man in the virtual world.
Moral of the story: stop sleeping on these motorcycle video games like myself here. Support games that matter. Ride 5 being a one that we talked about a good bit here. But yeah, I mean, I do plan on.
Series, actually.
Yeah.
They started on the PS2.
Yeah, I do intend on getting Ride 5. I'm super excited for
Go
that.
home and buy it.
I might.
Go home and buy it.
It's cheap.
If it's
20,
cheap, I might buy
Yeah,
it.
it's not exciting.
I got to play that one. Cyberpunk 2077. Got to get those two. But yeah, I'm gonna check a couple more of these out. I appreciate you for informing me about them. But yeah, we have a bike night once every month on a Thursday.
Second Thursday.
Second
Second
Thursday of
Thursday of every
every
month.
single month.
Till October.
Till
It'll come back in
October.
March.
We have socials. Follow us on TikTok, Evan Motors North Carolina. Follow us on YouTube, Evan Motors North Carolina. Follow us on Instagram. You'll never
I
guess
think
what it is.
that's also the same user. It's Evan Motors North Carolina. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, are there any other socials we're missing?
YouTube.
I said
He said YouTube. He said YouTube. He said YouTube. He's got you covered.
But yeah,
Podcast is on Amazon, but
Podcast is on Amazon. Podcast is on Spotify.
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to get set up on iHeartRadio too.
and iHeartRadio.
Trying, we're not set up yet.
Oh, well, let's do that.
You can also tune
Let's
into
do
your
that.
favorite local stations. On
Yeah,
iHeartRadio,
no,
I
that's
believe it's
killer.
up.
You have to pay for it, so I'm trying to figure out how to negotiate.
We'll have to set that
like everything else.
Ah, yeah,
Dylan's our producer
take a
and
dab
funder.
at the company on the podcast.
But yeah, this has been a super fun podcast. My name is Jacob, and this is. What's your name, buddy? What's your name, buddy? Buddy.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Motors.
And this has been Bikes, Beers, and Bros, episode 3. Make sure to check it out.
Episode 3. 3 beers.
3 beers. I'm only at 2. Got a shotgun one. You spilled half of one.
That is fair.
I cleaned it up.
We'll discuss this later. You guys have a nice night.
Peace.